What's up, YouTube? This is Panther back with a video. And today's video is an actual Wakanda Forever box office update video. Again, I'm probably going to be doing these for the next 5 to 6 weeks because we're going to see how well this movie does at the box office. I'll probably just do the weekend box office because, this is a movie that's been very mixed with people, right? Even though the movie's making money, the problem is that it's underperforming compared to the first one, right? Because the first one made... 202 million dollars opening weekend domestically, and it made 181 million domestically, right? So you lost like 21 million of your demographic, right? So it shows you that they are losing their audience compared to the first one, right? And then of course, it's like what the highest grossing domestic November opening weekend ever or something like that. So again, I'm going to link the article in the description box down below so you guys can read about it and stuff like that. But I just want to kind of give you my thoughts about it. I think part of it with this movie is that and I'll be honest with you, right? I gave this movie a B. It's really a C plus, B minus if you really want to be. I'm going to just give it a B minus to be fair. But in reality, yeah, it's like a B minus. That's what it is. Like that's what I personally give it. I give it a B minus, right? Because there's a lot of problems and stuff like that. But like the movie is enjoyable to watch. It's just I don't think people want to just sit through all this again for like another 3 hours. You feel me? And I don't think it's going to have the same repeat viewing like it did with the first one. Because at least with the first one, you kind of had it where everybody was okay with it. Was really, really good with it, right? You had strong black male characters. You had strong black female characters, right? This movie's pretty much where it's like, it's really no black masculinity. There's no strong masculine men in this movie. And it's really just, okay, the black guy died, so we got to take over. I mean, that's pretty much the political message that you see in this movie. It's literally female empowerment, Me Too movement, feminist movie compared to the first one. Like, yeah, you had female empowerment, strong female characters, but it wasn't like hammering it over your face like this one, right? So I think a lot of people are just not going to go see it like it is over and over and over. And the thing is, if you read the demographics, they did get a higher female percentage like they did than normal MCU movies, but at the end of the day, it was still 52% men and 48% women. Still good, but it just shows you that superheroes and comic book movies are a male-dominated genre. I don't care how many women you can put in there. You can put every single character as a woman. Doesn't mean every single woman. It's not going to be where more women see it than men because it's still a superhero blockbuster demographic and stuff like that. And it was even the same thing with Captain Marvel where more men saw it than women. And that's just an example, right? And another thing as well is that obviously talking about Phase 4 and stuff like that, how the quality is not that good. And with this movie, I mean, we got to see how it goes. I mean, I realistically thought it was going to hit $1 billion. But I'm looking at how people are reacting to it, and we won't really know to the second weekend. So when the second weekend happens, I'll people give you an idea. But I personally thought it was going to hit $1 billion. But I do think if you would have recast Black Panther, you would have had it where more men or more men and more boys would be going and rushing to see it more than one time. And the problem is, I could tell it's happening because the toys aren't selling. Like Target, Walmart, it's already on clearance. It's already at 25% off or 50% off. Buy one, get one free. So it shows you that they messed up with this movie when it comes to a merchandise point of view. Yeah, they did promote it more with this one than the first one. But overall, it's just, it's not getting the same buzz and traction like the first one is. And it's just something they have to realize that, yeah, you're going to make a bunch of money and stuff like that. But long term, you're not going to be able to surpass the first one when it comes to the original one. Because the original one made $1.3 billion. It's hell no. It's definitely not getting that number. If you are, you're an idiot. And number two, there's also two factors. Number one, you had Russia and then you had China. China brought in like 105 million, I think, with the first one. And Russia brought in like 20 million. So you don't even have those other international markets. And obviously for multiple reasons, stuff like that. I'm not even getting into all that. But I'm just saying, you already lost two big key markets for this Wakanda Forever movie. And the problem is I read about is that it needs to make at least what, like 625 million to make a profit. That's what Disney said, I think. It's definitely going to get that, but the problem is you're not in the business to just break even. You want it to make $1 billion, especially when they spent more money on this one than the first one. But I think part of it is that there's no Black Panther. You know what I mean? You literally have, and excuse my language, excuse my French, but I'm going to keep it honest, right? It's like having a Batman movie and you have his side bitches take over, and the movie's called Batman. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what they did with this movie. No other superhero movie I've ever seen where you kill off the main superhero and then you have his side bitches take over. Pretty much. That's pretty much Wakanda Forever. And that's something I could tell it's not going to get people to go see it more and more and more times. And also you got to realize this is a 3-hour movie. You know, so well, it's 2 hours, 41 minutes. Yeah, but if you add previews and things like that, it's a 3-hour movie, right? So I don't think people want to sit through all that again for 3 hours. Now, the first Black Panther was really, really good, so people didn't mind seeing, 2 hours and 20-something minutes. This one, it's like, all right, you go to a funeral, you come out of a funeral, feel me? And it's a lot more darker because of the real-life setting of having, Black Panther or, Chadwick Boseman dying in real life and then putting it in the movie. It's even going to be more darker, like when it comes to impact and stuff like that, right? And, I gave my whole review of Black Panther, stuff like that. But another thing I want to drop out is that, they're trying to get the more Black female audience. But if you read all the demographics, more women, more Black women, they're watching the Bleach 1000 Year Blood War. And they're watching like Love and Hip Hop, Real Housewives, and they're too busy with with Gorilla, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B. So you also got to know the demographics with it. I'm not saying no Black women didn't get to go see it, but I'm saying a lot of Black women aren't as crazy about it, like Bleach, the reality shows, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, and all that bullshit, right? And then another thing you got to factor into is that you had a movie like The Woman King, which had like 71% Black females, and that movie bombed like crazy, what I've read in articles and box office reports and stuff like that. Yeah, so you can have a strong female audience, but that doesn't mean it's guaranteed to make you money. You could have a majority 70% Black female audience that show for The Woman King, but no one else really shows up, and the movie bombs at the box office, you lose a bunch of money. And you have to use that as a tax write-off and stuff like that. So we're going to see what happens with this box office. I just wanted to kind of give it to you guys now because I was going to do it yesterday, but I was way, way too tired. But I wanted to at least get this video out there as quick as possible. So, I'm here. So that's pretty much it, guys. Tell me what you guys think about this box office. Tell me what you do think it's going to hit $1 billion. I personally think, I thought it was, but I do think if they recasted Black Panther, it would have definitely been a guaranteed $1 billion movie. But since, there's no Black Panther, there's no strong masculine male characters in this movie, I think it's going to be hard to see. And people say, well, you got Thanksgiving, Christmas. I'm like, yeah, but there's only going to be so many times people are going to see Wakanda Forever. So we'll see what happens. Tell me what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below. Make sure you rate and like the video and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Peace and have a great day and take care.